today's daring attempt is going to be to change the oil myself on the Can-Am Ryker 900. So this is if you bring it to the dealership, I believe it's a $300 job, and I bought Can-Am oil just to kind of keep it simple. And this is how the box comes, and it's directly from Can-Am, but I did buy it on Amazon. It comes with everything you need to do the oil change, the exact amount of oil, which is for the 900 you need 3.5 liters of oil, or 3.7 quarts for the 900 or the 900 Rally. And if you have a 600, really the only difference is that it takes less oil. So if you have a 600 and you buy it, it should be a little bit cheaper. It comes with less oil, and you only need 2.6 liters or 2.7 quarts. And when you buy the box, it comes with your replacement filter, it comes with your replacement rings. So it's like a whole package. It replaces the copper ring and the metal ring, and the O-ring and the seal. So it replaces everything that you need to do a complete oil change. So it's a complete oil change kit. And so the big talk is when to change your oil. That's like the biggest debate online. The manufacturer, the book, the dealership says when you reach 6,000 miles. I am just shy of 4,000 miles. So I'm going to change it now, so I want to put the video out there. And also I'm going to test the oil early, and I'm going to show you on something wet to see if the oil is actually dirty and does need to get changed early. So it's a little bit of a test there for everybody as well. So the first thing we did, which is in a different video, if you're new to my channel, check me out. I've got like 50 plus videos, so check it out down below. There's tons of videos on how to do things and accessories and reviews, so check me out. Subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. So let's get started. For this job, you're going to need to be able to have a jack, be able to lift your bike up. So we did that in another video. The only thing we did add is just another little jack up front. That's not quite touching, but just in case something happens, it won't fall on me when I'm underneath there. A little extra support.
One extra jack stand.
What did I say?
A jack.
One extra jack stand, yes.
So just as a refresher, the bike is supported on the frame with these jack stands. There's a safety jack stand up front, right below the frame, and then the back is very light, and it is being supported by the jack on the, I guess it's like a swing arm for the suspension, but it's very light back there. There was virtually no stress on that part when I lifted it, so we're very comfortable leaving it on that part.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm the husband of Ryker Rides.
Ryker Rides husband, nice. Yeah. All right, so he'll be doing the filming today because it makes it a lot easier for me. So for oil, if you're not using the Can-Am oil, you do need a 5W40 synthetic blend oil is what you need. So I don't have any ties to this product. Buy whatever you want, whatever you think is good. I know different companies make it for this. So, all right, your bike should be level as much as you possibly can. And thank you. Ah, much better. So your bike should be level as much as you can get it level. And also your bike should be warm. It should be, your hat on. So how you know when your bike is warm and ready to go is your temperature gauge on your instrument panel should be at like 4 or 5 bars on the temperature gauge on the right hand side of your instrument panel. When all that is done, we get started. So the first thing you want to do is remove the plugs underneath there. So obviously before you do that, you want to make sure you have your drip pan underneath to catch the oil that's coming out. So there's 2 tools that you need. 17mm socket, and that is used for the magnetic drain plug. And then the 10mm socket is used for the secondary drain plug. So the first thing we do is remove the big plug, the magnetic plug. So are you able to see what I'm pointing to? Or should I grab the camera?
No, it's fine.
So if you look underneath your bike in the front of it, so this area right here, you can see, this is the big one is the magnetic drain plug, where my light is right there, my little laser pointer. And then next to it, it's kind of hard for me to see, that's the secondary plug right there. So the first thing we're going to do is remove this one, and then we're going to remove the second one. It should all come pouring out. Are you sure this is on open?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna need help. Oh, hold on. Oh,
nope. You got it now?
No, hold on.
I actually have a breaker bar that we can use if we need to use it, which will break that loose. It's just a much longer... Is it loosening?
Oh yeah, it is. Huh, I did it. Huh. I guess if you scream really loud, that makes the screw come down. So now I'm gonna...
Do you want to loosen the other one?
Hey look, I found oil.
Do you want to loosen the other one?
I struck oil. I struck oil, everybody.
Huh. Black gold. Texas tea.
All right, so Jason's suggestion was to loosen this one up a little bit while I can get in there. And I'm having trouble kind of feeling around. Okay. Okay. So you want to loosen it a little bit with it, and then you want to do the rest by hand.
I don't want to leave that on.
Yeah, I know I am leaving. I'm just putting on my other hand. To, okay, ready guys? Let the oil flow. Oh, it's nice and warm. Be careful because the oil can be very hot too. Yes. I'm just going to throw this in here for right now because it needs to get washed anyway. The secondary plug may have to wait to come out because now it's, you're right, I should have loosened it more, and now my hands are oily.
I think that you made a good decision doing your oil at this.
I don't know, when I look at it from this view, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, but looking at the pan, it's pretty dirty.
Are you seeing it from that? Did you get that angle? Yeah. Where it's kind of like...
It's pretty dirty.
Oh, it feels so nice. We do have to take that second screw out because we need to change the ring on it.
Yeah.
But let me see if I can... Nope, I didn't unscrew it enough. So with the secondary plug, you want to unscrew that first. I mean, as much as you can. And we're dirty and we're in it. You want to get in it. If you're going to do an oil change, you want to get oily. Okay, here you go. Here's the secondary plug. Are you able to get in here? So it should allow more oil. Yeah, there you go. That's why you need that secondary plug, because you need that air to come in here. Okay, I'm gonna put this plug here. And do we know where the other plug is in here?
Well, do you want me to get you some
here you go,
paper towels? You want me to, I wouldn't put it on the driveway, sweetie.
I was gonna put it right here. Yeah, I could use some paper towels, that for sure.
All right, the cameraman will be right back. And it is still draining. So, like Beth said, you need to get all that oil out.
As promised, I want to take a clean cup and catch some of the oil and really get a feel for how dirty this is. Alright, so the next part of the oil change is changing the oil filter. So that is located right here. So you obviously take the hood off and you've got 3 screws you're trying to take off. 1, 2, and then there's a third one on this side, which is a little bit tricky to get to. And you're gonna find, I'm using a T30 torque to do it. Yeah, those are very easy.
Then the third one's kind of tricky. You have to get between the hose and that frame rail there.
Right. So
look how she's doing that. She's getting right between the hose and the frame rail.
try not to lose the bit though. It's not in there so well. Oh yeah, easy.
There's always that one elusive screw that's tough to get to.
On this bike in
seems
particular.
like on almost any job. And the filter must be under a lot of pressure for them to have.
I'm under a lot of pressure, Jason. Pressure. Under pressure. Who sings that?
I believe that's a David Bowie song.
Pressure. I can't sing. How to lose all your subscribers in one video. Sing to them.
You want to get a glove to grab that out of there?
Wow, there's a lot of oil in there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I don't know why I didn't think that would be. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a glove.
Sure.
So, boom! You don't need to take anything off. It just pops right back in. So, we do need to replace the seal though, and put a new.
The seal might still be in there.
Yeah, the seal is still in there. Where's the seal?
It should be on the cap of the oil filter. No,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
So here we have the new seal here.
So what we're gonna do this all in one big shot here. So
the crush washers and the seal.
they're called O-rings. Okay. So let's do these first. I'm just gonna clean them up a little bit. And the oil is pretty much all done draining. All right, this one came right off. So you're getting a good view, or you need a close up? And then this one, this is the magnetic one, and it has a metal washer. Then the smaller one should have a copper washer. Let's see. Oh, I got so little. So I'm trying to see the copper washer. Ah, here it is. Nice. So let's replace those two. Replacing these every time is super important. They make a huge deal out of that. Never ever change your oil without changing these washers. So this one's on. This was on. Easy. This is much easier than I thought it would be. The whole process. Okay, so for this one, I'm also going to clean this up a little bit. Okay. So now pay attention to how it's on, because that's exactly how you want it to. Before you take it off, take a look at it and see, are you getting it, how it's on? Okay, so now taking this one off. And you want to leave the oil on there like that, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't want to, you want there to be oil around the edge. You don't want to wipe that off.
You want to rub a little bit of oil on the seal itself too.
On here?
Yep.
So just use the oil that's
Sure.
here?
Yeah.
I don't need to use clean oil?
Yeah, you don't need.
All right.
It's not so dirty that there's like grit in it that is going to create a potential leak point. It's not that bad.
So what's the purpose of the oil on the seal?
Just to make sure there's, you know, solid contact there, and make sure it goes on easily too. Okay. You're good.
All right. Now let's drop in the filter. This part goes in first.
Mm-hmm.
Look how nice and clean this is. Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. This is so easy. I'm loving this. All right, so it should just kind of pop in there, and then you just push it in. You could tell it fits. When it's in there, it's not going to wobble. It fits very snug. All right, so now that it's on and it's changed and the seal is changed, now we're going to tighten it. I should have.
You might want to hand tighten this.
Yeah, of course. And that's 101.
It is interesting when you took that oil filter out, more oil started to come out of the drain plugs. Yeah. So
yeah,
it's definitely a must do. Not just to get a clean filter in there, but to get all the oil out of the oil pan.
Should we torque those now?
Yeah, we should.
Do the other plugs.
Yeah, well, I guess we could torque everything all at the same time. So you want to get the new, the replacement plugs in with the same plugs, but with the replacement washers.
Yes.
So, do you want to record this part of you just under the bike putting it back in?
No.
I think people understand that all you have to do is put it in. We can show you torquing it in a minute.
Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to go torque the secondary plug, and I am using a torque wrench, and it's set for 18 pounds feet inches. That's a lot. 18 pound-feet inches. And I'm going to stop when I hear the click. All right. Okay, to add the oil, now the bike is off of the lift. There's new filter, new washers, everything is good to go. Now we're gonna add the oil in. So you just take this little knob here on the right side of your bike. Very easy, it pops right down. All you do is take, this is your dipstick. Take that out. Place it down nicely. Take this nice funnel they give you. It goes in perfectly. You want to make sure it's clean in there. You don't want to get any debris in there. So I think what I'm going to do is just take a little dry paper towel and clean that out. And then you just pour in your oil and it's good to go. You want to make sure you don't overfill it. The amount of oil that comes in the container is exactly what you need. But if you want to, in between times, just to, measure it and make sure you've got it. But the bike has to be warm before you can test your oil and make sure that it's, so to check your oil, again, the bike has to be running and warm, or it's gonna look like it's empty. Very important, okay? You can check your filter here. This isn't so dirty. It's a little bit. It could probably get replaced. To replace that, you need to take all these bolts off, and then there's another bolt way underneath here is a third bolt. So, but that could get replaced too. I'll work on that next time. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, I appreciate it very much. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.